I would speak commensurate to my grieving heart. I would give a very, very long hesped. However, in deference to the needs of Erev Shabbos, and particularly in deference to the needs of the Silver Spring Mishpacha who are returning to Silver Spring for Shabbos, I will curtail my words. Ve'yavo b'nei Yisrael kol ha'edam mitbartzin b'chodesh harishon v'yesh on b'kadesh v'tamas sham Miriam v'tikaver sham. The Torah tells us that as Klal Yisrael were traveling, resided in Kadesh, and Miriam died and was buried there. L'haya mayim la'eda v'yikalu al Moshe v'al Aaron. And at that juncture, Klal Yisrael came against Moshe and Aaron. The Ralbag says, L'haya mayim la'eda Inei somach zeh l'misas Miriam l'hayir shemisas hatzadikim oshay roshem. To teach us that tzadikim, when they die, create a very strong impact. Ve'echshol shegam Miriam haisa mosheches leiv Yisrael b'chachmasa l'avod Hashem yisala. Miriam had a very special quality about her. She was able to be Moshech, Leiv of Klal Yisrael with her Chachma, L'avod Hashem Yisrael. And the pasuk is telling us, L'che'ilu amar she'im haisa Miriam b'chayim lo hirsu Yisrael b'zeh ha'ofen lishol ha'mayim Moshe b'divrei katarin ka'ela. Had Miriam been alive at this time, the fatal error that Moshe Rabbeinu made in speaking to Klal Yisrael in a harsh way would not have occurred. Had Miriam been alive with her Chachma, she would have been Moshech, Leiv of Klal Yisrael in such a way to soften them, so that if they spoke to Moshe, they would have spoken in a way which would not have allowed Moshe to respond in a harsh way, which created a fatal error on his respect. It's certainly hard to understand in the context of the relationship that Moshe and Aaron had with the Klal Yisrael. We know that Moshe Rabbeinu spoke at the time when Klal Yisrael was having difficulty and they needed to schusim. The Supporter says, Moches haschuya shali v'sim l'cheshbonon k'dei sheyisku l'slicha. Moshe Rabbeinu was prepared to give up his olam haba, to give up all of his sechusim for Klal Yisrael. Not only remove me from sacred Torah, remove all my sechusim for the Klal Yisrael. We know that Aaron HaKohen, V'yukol Kigova Aaron V'yivku as Aaron Shloshim Yom Kol Beis Yisrael. And Rashi says, Kol Beis Yisrael Anoshim V'anoshim L'fi Shahaya Aaron Rodev Shalom U'meitiv Aaron Ben Bali L'rivu Ben Ish V'ishto. Aaron's entire personality in Mahus was in order to bring shalom to people who were in dissension. He had a way to reach people in an unusual way in which the Klal Yisrael responded by being mourning and crying for 30 days. Moshe had this unbelievable love for the Klal Yisrael, wanted what was best for them. Aaron HaKohen had the ability to reach the Klal Yisrael and bring shalom against people that had emotional dissonance, and yet, with all of their love for the Klal Yisrael, with all of their good intentions, with all of their interactions, with with all their inspiration to the Klal Yisrael. When it came time to be able to bring them to a level where they were able to respond in a proper way to Moshe Rabbeinu, they were not able to do it. The only person who was able to do it was Miriam Hanavia. Moshe Lev Klal Yisrael Tabodas Hashem B'chach V'sal. As my dear brother-in-law mentioned, my father-in-law was a giant. Within our yeshiva, Chafetz Chaim, he was a legend. He was able to articulate and was called upon to represent our Masorah in so many different situations. Our beloved Rebbe. And within the family, he also held an unusual position. He was the leader of the family par excellence. He was loved. He was revered. He set the stage. He gave the influence. He handed over the Masorah. There was no one in the family who was not in awe of who he was and what he stood for. And in a public setting, my mother-in-law was very deferential. She was the silent partner. But within the family itself, people we made that notwithstanding the greatness of my father-in-law, my mother-in-law was the one who oftentimes was Mosheches Libo of the children, the grandchildren of Avodas Hashem. She had an unusual quality about her, and even within the family. She was very, very deferential to my father-in-law, but in no means did that stand in the way of her ability to reach members of the family who perhaps were unreachable. Yes, Moshe Rabbeinu was the leader of Klal Yisrael.